Welcome back to Tech by Pike. So we ended up going down to the grand opening of a local Razer store over the weekend, and we stood in line for about 6 hours, and after a cloudy, rainy, and somewhat tiring wait, we were able to get in, and while we were in line, we ended up getting some swag bags. And I bought some stuff there at the Razer store, the new one, and so I wanted to share some stuff that I got, and then open up what I bought there at the store. So let's get right into it. So we got this nice Razer bag while we were in line, and I wanted to share some of the interesting things that they gave to us. I've seen a couple of them already, but I haven't opened any of them. So I believe this is a scarf, which I have to admit was needed while we were waiting in line. Ooh. That is pretty nice. Okay. Well, I'll use that for sure. Alright, what else do we got in the grab bag here? Alright, we got what I think is a Razer coaster. Ooh, that's really nice. Kind of a silicone feel to it. Lots of grip. Alright, let's move on to the next. Okay, I saw these at the actual store while waiting in line. People had already blown these up, and I think these are inflatable. There we go. Yep. So, comes with a straw, you blow them up, and then you bang them together, and they make this really loud popping noise, which was kind of fun, actually. Got a couple of those. Very cool. And then, what else do we have here in the bag? Nice Razer keychain. It's pretty durable, actually. That's nice. I like that. I'll use it. Okay, what else do we have? What could this be? So it looks like a Razer fidget spinner. Ooh, that has nice balance to it. That is very cool. Alright. Lots of goodies. I think I know what this is. I think this is a lanyard. Let's take a look here. If it is, I'm going to use it for work. Oh yeah, sure enough. Ooh, that's really nice. This is eSports. This is Team Razer. Alright. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's get to what I bought. I ended up buying the Razer Book 13-inch with an i7 FHD touch display. Comes with the i7 11.6 5G7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it comes with a 256 gigabyte SSD. Okay, so it's an i7 model of the Razer Book 13 2021, and these just recently came out. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this, and then I'm going to give you some impressions. I will tell you that this is probably more of a productivity laptop and not so much a gaming laptop. So just putting that out there. It does not have a dedicated GPU, I don't believe. So we'll take a look at it, and I'll give you some thoughts on it. Okay, let's go ahead and unbox this. Looks like the power brick and cable. The laptop here. Let's start with the power brick and cable here. Let's do that. This power brick is 65 watts. Boy, that is really small. But the laptop's really small too, so it's a 13-inch. Let's open up the cable here. It's kind of short, in my opinion. But I don't know if you noticed this, but the braided cable is very, very long, so that'll make up the difference. Clear this off. Now for the laptop. Oh wow, that is really nice. Go green with Razer. Has a little tab here. That is heavier than I thought it would be. Look at that. Boy, that is really cool. Alright. Set that off this side. Let's take a look at the propaganda here. Thank you for choosing Razer. You are welcome. The Razer stickers, most coveted. How to support your laptop by live chat, phone call, or email to Razer, just in case. Razer Book 13. Some instructions. Gives you a little view of what's inside. Alright. And then you got your microfiber cloth. Close that up. Get back to it later. Alright, let's open this guy up. Boy, that even same construction. Although I don't know if you can see it. It kind of leaves these little bit of fingerprints. I'm guessing this has that fingerprint resistant coating on it, but you can still kind of see it. Let's check out the I/O. On the left hand side you got the USB-C, and I'm guessing that's to power the laptop as well. USB-A, combo headphone, microphone jack. On the right hand side you got the mini SD card slot, and then a HDMI, and then another USB-A. Boy, that is really small. Very cool. So it's so small, you can tell here there's no flex in the lid here. On top you have the Razer logo, which is very unassuming. And if you flip it over here, you got the two long feet. Keep that laptop off the desk. Alright, let's open it up with one finger here, hopefully. Alright. So this i7 processor is Evo certified. I really like the keyboard. Boy, that is nice. It has the speakers right here. No flex on the deck at all. Nice size keyboard. Good action all the way up to the top here. And I don't know if you noticed it, but let's put it to the side here. When you open it, it lifts the laptop, the hinge and the lid here. It lifts the laptop to where there's more of an air gap at the bottom for more easier airflow. And when I looked in the back here, I did notice that there were two rubber feet, so to avoid like scratching on the bottom of the lid there. That's pretty cool. That's about as far as it goes though. Alright, let's check out the weight of the Razer Book. 4 pounds, 8.4 ounces, and with the brick and the cable comes out to 5 pounds, 8.4 ounces. So I am curious. I have the Razer Blade 14-inch with my RTX 3080, and I want to do a quick comparison of size. Here's the Razer Blade 14, and then this is the Razer Book. Let's size it up here. Wow. Okay. And then I still have my 17-inch Razer Blade. So if you do a comparison there, wow, that is really small. So just like every other Razer laptop, this Razer Book 13 has the Synapse software from Razer. You can go in and tweak some performance settings around power and fan speed and refresh rate on the laptop. You can also go in and configure the backlighting for the keyboard. It is a per key RGB, so that's pretty cool. So I wanted a quick note here about the drive space. I got this laptop with 256 gigs. After I'd removed all the software that I thought I wouldn't need for this review and then installed all the updates that the laptop did need to complete the review, I was left with 154 gigabytes of free storage. 67 gigabytes were used. If you do get this laptop, I recommend maybe upping your storage space to 512 or even 1 terabyte drive. So anyway, just keep that in mind. So this is the 720p camera and with the built-in microphone. Let's go ahead and test out the keyboard here. I can barely hear it actually. That's not bad. It's not a bad camera. I don't see a lot of graininess. I think this would be really good for like a conferencing call, Zoom, something like that. But anything outside of that, you'd probably want an external camera. I want to test out the speakers here and see how loud they get. This is at 25%. Let's go to 50. Sounds a little tinny, very little bass. So it gets pretty loud for a 13-inch laptop, but I didn't really hear any bass. It was pretty tinny, so just keep that in mind. So like I said before, I got this Razer Book down at the grand opening of the Razer store in Seattle. The full specs are the 11th gen Intel i7-116 5G7 quad-core processor. Comes with, right out of the box, a Windows 11, 13.4 FHD, 3840 by 2400, 100% sRGB with slim bezels, individual factory calibrated, up to 178-degree wide viewing angles, Intel Iris Xe graphics, and then it has the 256 SSD. Comes with 16 gigabytes of LPDDR4, dual channel onboard memory, fixed, anti-ghosting, and it's made out of that same single block of CNC milled aluminum, so very durable, just like the other Razer blades. And that's one of the reasons why I like this brand so much, is just the build quality. Like I said before, we're going to do some benchmarking. It's going to be synthetic benchmarking. I know you can play a couple games. I saw someone playing Fortnite on this, and they were getting around 60 to 62 FPS on it. But AAA games, this is just not a laptop you'd be playing AAA games on. This would be more for productivity. And so anyway, let's do that. We'll bring those results to you here right now. So we used some synthetic benchmarking, starting with Cinebench R23. Our CPU multi-core score for this laptop was 4,835, and our CPU single-core score was 1,511. We ran some Geekbench 5, and we came out with our single-core score of 1,581 and multi-core score of 5,589. And I'm just going to scroll down here for single-core performance in more detail. And I'll try to scroll as slowly as I can here. And then our multi-core performance. And you can definitely slow down the video if this line of detail is of interest to you. Once again, Geekbench 5, our OpenCL score was 19,174. I'll scroll down, you get some more performance detail here. The grand opening of the Razer store was quite a bit of fun. We had a good time, and it was good to see what the store looked like inside and get to meet some new people, and that was great. The Razer Book, on the other hand, it's a nice laptop, and I like the quality of build. It's the unibody CNC aluminum chassis, just like all the other Razer Blade laptops. I like the color. It's an interesting idea. It really is. But I'm not totally sold on it. The Razer does boast that the life of the battery can get up to 14 hours on the HD models and 11 hours with the UHD from a full charge. So that's something to consider. I'm just not sure exactly what this laptop is for, an office perhaps, or a student, but the price tag close to $2,000, I'm just not sure that the Razer Book is a good idea or a good buy. I did test this laptop out. I had 3 websites up. YouTube was one of them, and then a PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, and a couple little items. And the Razer Book started to show some cracks in the armor, and I could tell that it was starting to bog down a little. There is also, on the flip side, there is also a known competitor called Apple that has the 13-inch M1 chip MacBook Pro with 256 gigs of storage that goes for around $12.99 without tax, and then the 512 goes for $14.99 without tax. Also, for a couple $100 more, a little more weight, you can go for the 14-inch MacBook Pro with 512 gigs and an M1 Pro that has way more power. And if you really can't do without a Razer, and maybe money is not really a factor, but the quality of build and other things about the Razer blade that you just can't do without, and smaller and lighter than the 15-inch Razer blade, laptop is something that you're looking for, I'd look at the 14-inch Razer blade with the AMD processor and the RTX 3070. That is a powerhouse, and you can definitely game to your heart's content on that laptop. So anyway, not fond of this laptop. Like I said, quality build is great, but after that, not so much. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more tech videos from Tech by Pike, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. It helps the channel and gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. Not only that, it gives us an opportunity to get better as we go along. And for that, we appreciate it. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.